Hello, welcome to my studio. It's getting down to crunch time as I get ready for my solo show. So I have 3 full days left to get everything ready that needs to be done here at the house and all of our promotional type things. And then Thursday, we actually go down and start hanging the gallery. We finish hanging the show on Friday, and the opening night is Friday night. So I'm going to talk today while I start on this little painting about what we have done so far to promote the show leading up to now and what we're going to be doing in the next week and during the show itself to help promote the show to the audience in Toronto. Okay, so the reason that I have this little canvas here ready to go is this is part of the promotion we're doing for the show. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little 18 by 18 original that is going to be specifically for the show, and everyone who makes a purchase during the show will have their name entered into a draw, and the winner will actually win this painting. So that's one of the things when you're having a show, you want to create some sense of urgency so that people will decide to actually pull the trigger and make a purchase when they're there, as opposed to taking your card and your info and saying, well, we'll get back to you. Because once people leave, if they don't make a purchase, there's a huge percentage that either just forget about it, decide not to, and it just doesn't happen. So if you can do something when you're having a show that helps create some sort of reason that they're going to buy now as opposed to waiting and buying later. So that's one of the things that we're going to be doing in terms of encouraging people to actually purchase while they're there. And this will actually go for as well, even if someone buys one of the small framed canvas prints, their name will also go in. Another thing that we're doing is on the opening night on Friday, we are going to pay the HST for any purchases made on Friday night. So that again is just into that whole idea of creating a sense of urgency so that if people are there, they know if they buy now, they're going to get a better deal than if they wait and buy later. So those are the two things that we're doing that are going to try to encourage people to actually pull the trigger and buy during the show. And I'm going to actually maybe just change the camera angle slightly here, move it over here and zoom in on the painting. And I'm going to start blocking this painting in because I've got a lot of work to do and not much time to do it. But I'll talk about what we've done so far to advertise the show. So we've had it on my website for quite a while on the home page. Right when you go to my website, the fact that the show is coming up and where it is and when it is. So that's kind of the first thing. We've also announced it in my newsletter. And a newsletter is a really important thing to have if you are interested in marketing your work yourself, because you have to have a way of communicating with people who have shown an interest in your work. Now, social media is fine as far as it goes, but the problem is you don't control who your posts go to. So you may have one post that reaches a huge audience, you may do another post that promotes whatever you have going on, and it may only reach a much smaller audience because you don't control the reach of your posts. Facebook does that, or Instagram, or LinkedIn. So having a list of clients where you have their information and you control that is very important. And especially now, at least here in Canada, there's anti-spam legislation. So the only way you can send people out newsletters is if they sign up and register to receive your newsletter. So we do that via our website. Every page on our website has a link at the bottom where people can click to that and subscribe to our newsletter. So we announced probably several months ago, it was several months ago, just the fact that I was going to be doing this show in Toronto so that people have kind of a heads up that the show is coming up. And then I sent a newsletter out a couple, I guess 3 weeks ago when we were promoting the framed paper prints. And that also just in the newsletter mentioned that the show was coming up. And then now all of my posts that I've been doing on social media for the last several weeks, they all mention in the post that this, whatever I'm working on, this painting will be one of many paintings at my solo show in Toronto, kind of the basic details and a link to my website for the details. So we've been doing that for, like I say, a couple weeks, posting almost every day. And then we also have the show listed on the events page of my website. So that's been all fairly passive advertising of the show. And now we are going to start getting fairly aggressive with the promoting of the show from now up to the opening and even into later in the week when we're actually down at the gallery. So between now and Friday, we're going to be posting. I'm probably going to be doing 2 posts a day, showing me with a number of pieces that are going to be in the show. So different product promotional shots, as well as me working on this painting with the caption that someone's going to win this painting. We're going to be doing some time lapses, and we're going to be doing a video slideshow of all the pieces that are going to be there. So we're going to be just really aggressively posting, like I say, 2 or maybe 3 times a day between now and Friday. We're also sending out my newsletter today that's just specifically about the show. So just reminding people again about the show, about the fact that we're having the sale on opening night, the fact that this painting is going to be won. And then on Friday, we will send out just a really quick, a final thing about the show. But by then, hopefully, we should have the show fully hung. And so when we send out the invitations on Friday to my newsletter subscribers, they will also have the images of the show in the gallery already hung. And we're going to be doing live Facebook feeds from the gallery, probably Thursday while we're doing the hanging, and then on Friday prior to the show. And then we'll be putting videos together regarding the opening of the show. And I will also be doing a listing an event on Facebook, and I will be paying to boost that. That will again talk about the show and all of the posts that I've been doing lately as well on Facebook. They have all been boosted, but boosted to the audience of Toronto with interest in art, interior design, oil painting, fine art, that type of thing. So we've been doing the really targeted boosted posts for that. And I also plan on, if I have time to do it, I'll be direct messaging all of my LinkedIn contacts who live in the GTA. So that's the great thing about LinkedIn, is you can search your contacts by location. So I will be direct messaging all of the LinkedIn contacts that live within a certain radius of Toronto. And then I'll also be going through our sales records of direct sales to clients and looking in particular for some clients who have been really good clients over the years, and I'll be sending them a separate personal email just advising them about the show and asking them to come down to the opening. So that's kind of all of the stuff that we're going to be doing to promote the show. So a lot of that is going to take some time because we're going to be doing the product shots today. We'll be shooting some video to promote the show. I have to actually finish this painting. And Cameron is busy today. He's going up to my last gallery on the lake, to get back the originals that are on consignment there. And then we have to start doing all of just the administrative stuff. We've got to do all the price tags for the pieces, get those printed out. Got to figure out how we're going to hang the show, how many giclées we're bringing, how many hand embellished giclées. And then on Wednesday, we'll be getting everything actually packaged up and ready to go. And then Thursday, we'll be loading up the truck and the van and going down and actually hanging the show. Now, Brooke actually is going to be coming down on Thursday with us. So she's going to help us with the show. And she's also going to look at this as a learning opportunity, because I think probably in the not too distant future, she's going to be interested in doing something like this herself. And I guess I'm about to sign off again because I've got lots to do, but I just want to mention about Brooke too. So she is killing it now on social media. She had a post that went viral, and it was a picture of her with the largest painting that she'd completed, the Algonquin Park piece. And she's picked up over 17,000 followers on Instagram now. She is at one time was the 6th highest trending post on Reddit. She's gone crazy on Facebook. So she now has more than 5 times the number of Instagram followers that I do. She had just over 1,000 about 2 weeks ago, and now she's at 17,000. So again, that's just another little thing about the power of social media, and how you can reach so many people. But the whole idea of getting that too is you just need to continually post. It's more about the consistency, because you have no idea when or if a piece is going to go viral. All you can do is just continue to put good content out every day. So I'm going to wrap it up here, because I do find it very difficult to talk about one thing while I'm painting something else. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. I welcome your comments and questions. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm Tim Packard, and I thank you for your time.